Okay, so here's how to study for English language for year 11 at the very least. So basically what you're going to be doing most often is something that we simply call retrieval practice. And what that means is that you are retrieving the information that you've learned. Very simple, costs no money. You get a piece of paper, you write down everything you can remember. The benefit of English language is that it's a lot easier. It's been made easy for you. So Unit 1 and 2, Unit 3 and 4, both have a list of meta language as attached to the study design that you can use for your retrieval practice. So at the start of the year, you might sit down with the list of meta language and grab a blank piece of paper, write down everything you know about each of the phrases or words in the meta language list, and you might not know very much, but the more times you do that, obviously as you learn throughout the year, and we'll be doing retrieval practice in class as well, but the more often you do that, the stronger you're making the connections between the information that you know and the knowledge that you are learning. And of course, since this is an exam subject, the important part is being able to retrieve that information. So anytime you're sitting in front of a blank piece of paper, that's very good practice for what you will have to do in the exam where you can't bring in anything in to support you. So as well as that, you want to be keeping your own glossary as well. So the meta language list is quite broad. It's the sort of the kind of tentpole elements, the things that you must know, and the glossary is sort of concepts that fit often underneath that umbrella or that tentpole of the meta language that we have. Then you're going to be keeping a language journal, which is things that you hear, things that you hear on radio, watch on TV, things that you hear communicated around you. These are examples. And again, the important part of your language journal is that you're linking it in with the meta language and the glossary. So you should be able to explain the things, not sort of simply just say, well, I heard this and it was funny and ha ha ha, but to be able to link it to one of the 5 subsystems and then to use meta language to explain it as well. This is more for Unit 3 and 4, but you might want to occasionally look into some newspaper articles, anything to do with language. So it could be sort of the social element, how people are viewing language, how language has changed over the years, remote learning 2021 COVID. Obviously, there's a lot of language that came out of that as a kind of an obvious example. And so if you typed in, the language of COVID, then there'd be hundreds of articles for you to explore the sort of motivations and the understandings that people have of language. And of course, if you can combine all of the things that we've just gone through, then you're starting to really build a strong foundation in this subject. So you're able to use the meta language and the glossary of the concepts you've covered in class. You're using retrieval practice to draw those back out of your brain and to put them on a piece of paper. And then you're linking that up with examples from your own personal life, your own personal experience through your language journal. And you're also then pulling out even broader to newspaper articles. And if you want to show off, obviously, you're also bringing in actually scholarly articles by using Google Scholar to back up the information that you're establishing as you are learning this subject. So these are the things to keep in mind as you are studying and thinking about English language and how to do well. These are the most important strategies you can be doing in your own time to study in and of above the homework that needs to be done for this subject.